Chapter 5. How Canadians Govern Themselves. Welcome to the Canadian Citizenship Practice Test. The practice test is designed to help you familiarize yourself with the official Canadian Citizenship Test. You will need to answer 15 out of 20 questions correctly. A 75% pass mark is required to pass the practice test. Let's go through the 33 randomly selected practice test questions towards your preparation for the Canadian Citizenship Test. A. Federal states. 1. The federal government sits in A. Montreal, B. Quebec City, C. Toronto, D. Ottawa. Answer: D. Ottawa. The federal government sits in Ottawa. 2. Which act defines the responsibilities of the federal and provincial government? A. British North America Act, B. Constitutional Act 1867, C. Both A and B, D. Constitutional Act 1997. Answer: C. Both A and B. The responsibilities of the federal and provincial governments were defined in 1867 in the British North America Act, now known as the Constitution Act, 1867. 3. The provinces in Canada are governed by the A. Arbitrary law, B. Federal government, C. Legislative assemblies, D. Sovereign. Answer: C. Legislative assemblies. Every province has its own elected legislative assembly, which governs it. 4. Which of the following is the key fact of Canada's system of government? A. Canada is a federal state, B. It has a parliamentary democracy, C. Constitutional monarchy, D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. There are 3 key facts about Canada's system of government. Our country is a federal state, a parliamentary democracy, and a constitutional monarchy. 5. The responsibility of health care comes under A. Provincial government, B. Federal government, C. Legislative assemblies, D. Sovereign. Answer: A. Provincial government. The provinces are responsible for municipal government, education, health, natural resources, property and civil rights, and highways. 6. The federal government takes responsibility for A. Agriculture, B. National and international concerns, C. Civil rights, D. Immigrations. Answer: B. National and international concerns. In our federal state, the federal government takes responsibility for matters of national and international concern. 7. To grant the right to vote, a person must be A. 16 years old, B. 17 years old, C. 18 years old, D. 19 years old. Answer: C. 18 years old. A person must be 18 to be granted the right to vote. B. Parliamentary democracy. 1. To become a law in Canada, a bill should A. Be passed by the House of Commons, B. Be given royal assent, C. Be passed by the Senate, D. All of above. Answer: D. All of above. No bill can become law in Canada until it has been passed by both chambers and has received royal assent, granted by the Governor-General on behalf of the Sovereign. 2. Which part of the Parliament has members appointed by the Governor-General and serve until the age of 75? A. The House of Commons, B. The House of Lords, C. The Governor's House, D. The Senate. Answer: D. The Senate. Senators are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister and serve until age 75. 3. Who represents the Sovereign in the provincial legislature? A. Lieutenant Governors, B. Prime Minister, C. Members of Parliament, D. Members of House of Commons. Answer: A. Lieutenant Governors. In provincial legislatures, Sovereign is represented by Lieutenant Governors. 4. In Canada, a debate in the Parliament to make something a law is generally called A. Proposals, B. Inbox, C. Theory, D. Bills. Answer: D. Bills. Bill proposed in Parliament to become law generally called bill. 5. How many times should a bill be read in the House of Commons before it becomes law? A. Once, B. Twice, C. 3 times, D. There is no need to read the bill. Answer: C. 3 times. A bill must be read 3 times in the House of Commons before it becomes the law. 6. In the Parliament, senators are appointed by the A. Canadian citizens, B. Sovereign, C. House of Commons, D. Governor-General. Answer: D. Governor-General. Senators are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister and serve until age 75. 7. Which of the following are parts of the Parliament? A. Sovereign, B. Senate, C. House of Commons, D. All of above. Answer: D. All of above. Parliament has 3 parts: the Sovereign, Queen or King, the Senate, and the House of Commons. 8. who grants royal assent to the bill on behalf of the sovereign? A. Governor General. B. Prime Minister. C. Parliament members. D. Senator. Answer: A. Governor General. Royal assent granted by the Governor General on behalf of the sovereign. 9. Which of the following is not a part of the Parliament? A. Senate. B. Lieutenant Governors. C. House of Commons. D. Sovereign. Answer: B. Lieutenant Governors. Parliament has three parts: the sovereign, Queen or King, the Senate, and the House of Commons. Provincial legislatures comprise the Lieutenant Governor and the elected Assembly. 10. In the federal government, who selects the cabinet minister and us, responsible for the operation and policy of the government? A. Prime Minister. B. Governor. C. Sovereign. D. Senators. Answer: A. Prime Minister. In the federal government, the Prime Minister selects the cabinet ministers and is responsible for the operations and policy of the government. 11. How are members of Parliament selected? A. They are appointed by the United Nations. B. They are appointed by the sovereign, Queen or King. C. They are appointed by the landowners and police chief. D. They are elected by the voters in their local constituencies or districts. Answer: D. They are elected by the voters in their local constituencies or districts. They are elected by the voters from their respective districts. 12. Cabinet ministers have to resign if they: A. Are defeated in a non-confidence vote. B. Succeed in a non-confidence vote. C. Are defeated in a confidence vote. D. Succeed in a confidence vote. Answer: A. Are defeated in a non-confidence vote. Cabinet ministers are responsible to the elected representatives, which means they must retain the confidence of the House and have to resign if they are defeated in a non-confidence vote. 13. In Canada's parliamentary democracy, the people elect members to the House of Commons in Ottawa and to the provincial and territorial legislatures. These representatives are responsible for: A. Passing laws. B. Approving and monitoring expenditures. C. Keeping the government accountable. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. In Canada's parliamentary democracy, the people elect members to the House of Commons in Ottawa and to the provincial and territorial legislatures. These representatives are responsible for passing laws, approving and monitoring expenditures, and keeping the government accountable. 14. When do the elections for the members of the House of Commons take place? A. After every 5 years. B. After every 3 years. C. After every 4 years. D. After every 6 years. Answer: C. After every 4 years. House of Commons is the representative chamber, made up of members of Parliament elected by the people, traditionally every 4 years. C. Constitutional monarchy. 1. Who has a role similar to that of the Governor General in federal government. A. Lieutenant Governor. B. Premier. C. Senate member. D. Members of House of Commons. Answer: A. Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor has a role similar to that of the Governor General. 2. Governor General in Canada is appointed by: A. The Sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. B. The Cabinet Minister on the advice of Sovereign. C. The Canadian citizens. D. The House of Commons. Answer: A. The Sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. The Sovereign is represented in Canada by the Governor General, who is appointed by the Sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. 3. Who represents Sovereign in each of the 10 provinces and serves for 5 years. A. Governor General. B. Prime Minister. C. Lieutenant Governor. D. Members of Parliament. Answer: C. Lieutenant Governor. In each of the 10 provinces, the Sovereign is represented by the Lieutenant Governor, who is appointed by the Governor General on the advice of the Prime Minister, also normally for 5 years. 4. In each province, who has a role similar to that of the Prime Minister. A. Governor. B. Premier. C. Senate member. D. None of these. Answer: B. Premier. In each province, the Premier has a role similar to that of the Prime Minister in the federal government. 5. The Sovereign is represented in Canada by the: A. Prime Minister. B. Governor. C. Cabinet Minister. D. None of these. Answer: B. Governor. The Sovereign is represented in Canada by the Governor General. 6. As head of the Commonwealth, the Sovereign links Canada to how many other nations that cooperate to advance social, economic, and cultural progress? A. 10. B. 23. C. 46. D. 53. Answer: D. 53. As head of the Commonwealth, the Sovereign links Canada to 53 other nations that cooperate to advance social, economic, and cultural progress. 7. Who is the head of the government? A. Prime Minister. B. Governor. C. Sovereign. D. None of these. Answer: A. Prime Minister. The head of government, the Prime Minister, who actually directs the governing of the country. 8. What time period is the Governor General appointed for? A. 1 year. B. 5 years. C. 10 years. D. 15 years. Answer: B. 5 years. The sovereign is represented in Canada by the Governor General, who is appointed by the sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister, usually for 5 years. 9. Who is the head of the state? A. Prime Minister. B. Governor. C. Sovereign. D. None of these. Answer: C. Sovereign. As a constitutional monarchy, Canada's head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king. 10. Who is the leader of the legislatures for all the provinces? A. Governor Generals. B. Premier. C. Lieutenant Governors. D. Queen. Answer: B. Premier. Premier is the leader of legislatures for all provinces. 11. Who has no political role in Canadian democracy? A. Sovereign. B. Prime Minister. C. Governors. D. Senate members. Answer: A. Sovereign. Sovereign has no political role in Canadian democracy. D. Making laws. 1. No bill can become a law in Canada until it has been passed by the House of Commons and the Senate and has received A. Royal assent. B. Prime Minister. C. Public voting. D. NOC. Answer: A. Royal assent. No bill can become law in Canada until it has been passed by both chambers and has received royal assent. Thank you for watching. You have now finished practice test 5. Congratulations if you got all the answers correctly. If you got some wrong, please do not be discouraged. It is an opportunity for you to practice again and you have the potential to pass. By taking all our practice tests, using our video series, the better you will be prepared for the final test. Take our other practice tests and you will be on your path to pass. Good luck, and we look forward to hearing and reading about your success.